Good evening. My name is Harold Davis. You might have heard this before. I'm all in. Whether you've seen it on TV, watched a shootout over it in a Western, or played with relatives using nickels and dimes, poker is the classic game that has entertained many generations. Texas Hold'em, the most popular form of poker, has been a serious form of enjoyment for me, and an engaging hobby in my life since I was 16. The challenge and rewards of reading your opponent, bluffing, or raking in a big pot is the ultimate rush for me and anyone that's ever played it. Today, I would like to inform you about the history of poker, the plethora of variations, and the popularity and current state of the game. Let's start with the origins of poker and how it's evolved as a card game. Poker is thought to have developed over the past 1,000 years from various games, with its basis focusing primarily on deception of opponents, or what you guys know as bluffing, and using ranked card combinations to create the best hand. The 16th century Spanish game called Primero, often referred to as poker's mother, involved 3 cards dealt to each player where betting and bluffing was integral to the game. A German game named Poken and French game named Poke, you can start seeing the similarities to poker, were quite popular in the 17th and 18th centuries, developed from Primero. Then, when French-Canadian settlers founded New Orleans, the game spread up the Mississippi and through the whole country. Since its start, poker has evolved, and therefore a multitude of variations of the game have been created. 5-card draw, 7-card stud, Texas Hold'em are the 3 main games in contemporary poker today. Other popular game types include Omaha, stud poker, draw poker, Raz, and then variations on each of those where the betting formats will differ. Out of all of these, though, Texas Hold'em is referred to as the Cadillac of poker. Now that you know a basic history of the game and some of the names, let's look at poker in society today. As the owner of the Palms in Las Vegas, George Maloof, puts it, poker is on fire. Poker has boomed in activity more than ever recently, with participants ranging from high school teens to Hollywood actors. Televised poker tournaments became a hit in 2003, which spawned even more broadcast time and an online gaming revolution. By using pocket cams, the audience is allowed to see the players' hole cards, and awarding multi-million-dollar payouts to the champions of these tournaments. World Poker Tour producer Steven Lipscomb gave the best ratings ever for the Travel Channel and created a hit. Other poker shows that have aired are NBC's Poker After Dark, Bravo's Celebrity Poker Showdown, and the prestigious World Series of Poker aired by ESPN, and many others. These shows were absolutely enthralling to me and influenced my friends and I to host our own home games and dabble in online poker as well. With a large percentage of the population entertained by this revived sport on television, many of them wanted the piece of potential pie that is online poker. After thousands of hands I played with my friends, I decided to try out online poker, and I loved it. Daniel Habib of Sports Illustrated said that in 2005, more than 1.8 million users play each month, according to the independent tracking service PokerPulse.com. On sites like PokerStars, Party Poker, Full Tilt, many others, players wager around $200 million a day. With so many people playing poker, you might think that they all have a gambling problem. But isn't poker a game of skill? Many people say that they should have the right to spend their money how they choose, so long as they're not harming anyone. And poker, being a game of skill with varying odds, was beginning to be threatened. Freddie Gray from American Conservative states that in 2006, the UIGA, or Unlawful Internet Gambling Act, was passed, and it prohibited financial organizations from accepting payments made in connection with internet gambling. And this caused most major poker sites, like Party Poker, which I was a user of, to abandon the US market. Some sites, however, like PokerStars and Full Tilt, allowed different methods of payment for US players eventually, even though the law was still a little bit leery. The law remains and prevents a potentially lucrative opportunity for taxation for state and federal government. The PPA, Poker Players Alliance, which I am a proud member myself, is a leading force to legalize and regulate internet gambling, and it looks like they're making progress. According to Robert Hannum, a professor in the Department of Stats and Operations Technology at the University of Denver, states, following his study that shows poker as predominantly a skill game, internet gaming could be expanded and released from its current illegality in the US. This would allow every citizen of legal age the opportunity to play and enjoy the game. As we have seen, poker is an activity, career, hobby, passion, spark for debate, and a pastime enjoyed by many cultures over many generations. It has a broad history, a myriad of variations, and a huge fan club. As pro poker player and author Anthony Holden elegantly explains, poker may be a branch of psychological warfare, an art form, or indeed a way of life, but it is also merely a game in which money is simply the means of keeping score. I have enjoyed poker for over 6 years now, and I suggest that everyone should try the game, for it is challenging and rewarding, and it will keep you coming back for more. And hey, maybe someday you'll see me on TV behind that huge stack of money. Thank you.